girls in our class have a list. Rage. Every boys look from cutest to ugliest. From cutest to ugliest. Looks. Looks. How will you rate us? How will you rate us? Rate. To judge the value or a character or a someone or a something. How do you rate him as a footballer? They rated him highly as a colleague. The university is highly rated for its research. The girl in our class have a list that rates every boy's looks from cutest to ugliest. How will you rate us? Take into account. Take into account. Take into account. Consider. To consider. Remember when judging a situation. Please take into account my job experience. Architect, a good architect take out the buildings surrounding. They take personality into account. They take personality into account. They take I will take into account his proposal. I will take into account his proposal. 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 I have to take into his safety. But I have to take but I have to take into account his safety. I have to take into account his accounting. I have to take into account his safety. I have to take into account his take into account or take account of take into account take account of to consider or remember when judging a situation. Please take into account. Please take account of my job experience. Please take into account my job appearance. Please take account of my job experience. A good architect takes into account the building surrounding. A good architect takes account of the building's surrounding. There was only one small detail I didn't take into account. There was only one small detail I didn't take into account. They take personality into account. I will take into account his propose. But I have to take into account his safety. I have to take into account his safety. I have to take into account his safety. Rank. Rank. Ranking. To have position higher reward than another. Okay, that ranks above. Ranks above has a position at the height of her career. second. You rank first. You rank second in the class. You rank second in the class. You rank second in the class. Second in the class. You ranked first. You rank second. Rank. To have a position higher or lower than others. A captain ranks above which tab? Rank above. A captain ranks above. At the head of her career, she ranked second in the world. At the head of her career, she ranked second in the world. At the head of her career, she ranked second in the world. The restaurant ranks among the fitness in town. The restaurant ranked among the finest in town. You guys, do you really care? What bunch of girls have to say about how you rank in looks? You rank first. You rank second. You rank second in the class. You rank second in the class. Rank above at the height of her career. Rank. I'll think. Outing, 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 outing. Weekend outing. We can outthink them. We can outthink them. We can outthink them. Think them. Outrock. Outthink. Out. House scam. Scam. Outing. Out scam. Perform. Shine. Perform tonight. outthink, to outdo in thinking or outwit by thinking. We both knew that the way to win the winner was to outthink the adversary. We can outthink them. We can outthink them. We can outthink them. We can outthink them. You outwork, outthink, outscan, outshine, outthink, outdo, outplay, outwit, outperform, outperform. To outdo another in thinking people. We can outthink them. You outwork, outthink, outscan, outshine, outthink, outdo, outplay, outwit, outperform, outthink. You outwork, outthink, outscan, outshine, outthink, outdo, outplay, outwit, outperform, outperform, distraction device here, Craig. Distract. Try not to distract the other. You're distracting me. Try not to distract the other. Distract attention. Distract. To make someone stop giving their attention to something you are distracting. You are distracting me from my work. Try not to distract the other student. It was another stamp to distract attention from the truth. It was another attempt to distract attention from the truth. Craig will be ready with a distraction device here. Craig will be ready with a distraction device here. Soup. soup, soup, soup. Soup down. Sit down. The eagle sit down to snatch young rabbit. Sit down, sit down. Helicopter suddenly sit down. Undercover police swoop in 3 houses. Swoop in from corridor 3 Delta and grab the fee chair. Dan will swoop in. Dan will swoop in. Kelly will swoop in, swoop in. Swoop in, swoop down. Swoop down. Helicopter suddenly swoop down. There will swoop in. There will swoop in. District there. Soup. The most very quickly and easily through the air, especially down from a height in order to attack. The eagle swoop down to snatch a young rabbit. A helicopter suddenly swoop down. To make sudden attack on a place where a group of people, undercover police, swoop in 3 houses at 5 a.m. Kelly will swoop in from corridor 3 Delta and grab the fee chair. Dan will swoop in, sit down. The eagle swooped down to snatch a young rabbit. A helicopter suddenly swooped down. The cover swooped down. Swoop in treehouse at 5 a.m. Dan will swoop in. Way to go, way to go, way to go, way to go, way to go. Good job. Way to go, way to go, way to go. You did a nice piece of work. You did a nice piece of work. Way to go, way to go, way to go, champ. Way to go, champ. Way to go, good job. You rock, you rock. You way to go, way to go. Way to go, man, way to go. Way to go, way to go. Good job, good job. You rock. Used to tell someone that they have done something very well or achieved something special, something special. Way to go, you did a nice piece of work. Way to go, you did a nice piece of work. Way to go, champ. Way to go, champ. Good job, champ. Can, couldn't have. Can, couldn't have. Can, couldn't have. Stop giggling. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help thinking about the past. I can't help. I can have thinking about the past. I can have thinking, have drinking when I got dumped by her. Can, couldn't have. Can, couldn't. Can't help how he looks. Can't help how he looks. Can, could not. Can, could have. Can't have. Stop giggling. I can't help it. I can't help it. stop. Stop it. Stop giggling. I can't help it. I can't help thinking about the past. I can't help drinking when I got done by her. He can't help how he looks. 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 Can't stand up. Stand up. To be very no. Stand up. The rhetoric. Stand up. Well. Stood. Background. Stood out well against the dark background. She always stood out in a crowd. She always stood out. Stood out well against the dark background. Because if you hang out the crowd, I don't like to stand out. I don't like to stand out. I don't like to stand out. We won't 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 stand out. Stand out. Stand out. The rhetoric stood out well against the dark background. She always stood out in a crowd. She always stood out in a crowd. Because if you hang out with them, you won't stand out so much. You won't stand out so much. Because if you hang out with them, you won't stand out so much. I won't like to stand out. We won't stand out. The rhetoric stood out well against the dark black background. She always stood out in a crowd. She always stood out in a crowd. Because if you hang out with them, we won't stand out so much. I don't like to stand out. I don't like to stand out. We won't stand out. to stand up. We want stand up. Stand up. Okay. Anonymous. Anonymous. Unanimous. 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 If a group of people that will agree about one particular matter. Rich, lengthy, it was decided by a unanimous vote. That's a unanimous vote that the schools should close. Unanimous decision. It's unanimous decision. It's unanimous decision. Unanimous. After lengthy decision, we reached the unanimous decision on the proposal. It was decided by unanimous vote that the school should close. The school should close. Ladies and gentlemen, it's unanimous decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it's unanimous decision. Unanimous decision. Unanimous decision. Unanimous decision. Flip on, flip on, flip on, flip on. Flip. flip the coin. Flip the coin. Flip on, flip on. Don't be flippant. This is serious. Serious subject. In an attempt to be amusing or appear feeble, have the floor. Don't be flippant. Don't be flippant. Don't be flippant. This is serious. I apologize if I appear flippant. I was not meaning to be. Kim gave a flippant answer to the question. Gave a flippant answer to the question. It's just not something we do flippantly. Don't be flippant, Michael. Don't be flippant. It's just something we do flippantly. This is serious. Have the floor. I have the floor. Good. have the floor. You have the floor. You have the floor. You have the floor. Have the floor to have a right to speak. Silence, please. The Prime Minister. Have the floor. You will get the floor. You will get the floor when he finishes. Rebecca, you have the floor. Rebecca, you have the floor. Rebecca, you have the floor. I have the floor. I have the floor. You have the floor. I have the floor. You have the floor. Silence, please. The Prime Minister has the floor. Has the floor. You will get the floor when he is finishing. Rebecca, you have the floor. I have the floor. You have the floor. Deeply. Deliberation. I have the floor. Deliberation. Consideration. Take into account. Take account of. Consider. Consideration. Consideration or discussion or something. After much deliberation. After much, the President Derek Murray. After much, signed her name with a great deliberation. After much deliberation. With great deliberation. After much deliberation. After much. After much deliberation. Cranium. After much deliberation. With great deliberation. with great deliberation, after much deliberation, with great deliberation. She signed her name with great deliberation, after much deliberation. She decided to accept their offer. She signed her. She signed her name with great deliberation. After much deliberation, she decided her name with great deliberation. After much deliberation, we have decided to grant you your request. By far, he is the best football player in the league. Today will be Today will be by far the best day ever in my lifetime. Today will be by far the best day ever in my lifetime. Daniel, he is by far the oldest. Amy is the smartest by far. Amy is the smartest by far. He is by far the tourist man I know. He's the tourist man I know. He is by far the tourist man I know. By far. assure, 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 assure. Sure, sure. The thing I did it deliberation, deliberately. Deliberately. I did it deliberately, but I assure you I did it. I assure you I did it. Don't worry, your car will be ready tomorrow. The mechanic assured him. The car perfectly said, I can assure you, I can assure you, assure you, assure you. It's better for one this way, I assure you. It's best for everyone this way. I assure you, I assure you. I assure you. I assure you, I assure you. It's best for everyone this way. I assure you. Deliberation. You think I did it? I did it. Deliberation. Deliberately. But I assure you, I did not. Don't worry, your car will be ready tomorrow. The mechanic assured him. The car is perfectly safe. I can assure you. Let me assure you that no risk is made hastily by this committee. It's best for everyone this way. I assure you. Glance. Look at. See. Glance around, glance over. Look around the restaurant. White glance. Look around the restaurant. Glance around. White glance around the. The man glanced nervously at his watch. Could you glance over this letter and see it's right? White glass around the restaurant. White glass around the restaurant. Glass around the restaurant. The man glanced nervously at his watch. The man glanced nervously at his watch. Could you glance over this letter and see if it's alright? Glance over. Could you glance over this letter? See, it's alright. Is it alright? Glass around the restaurant. White glass around the restaurant. She glanced. Could you glass over this letter and see it? Could you glance over this letter? Could you glance over this letter and see if it's alright? If it's alright, glance around, glance at, glance over, glance at, glance at, glance. Glanced around the restaurant. The man glanced nervous at his watch. Could you glance over the letter and see if it's wrong? It's alright. Didn't. Information to find it after working. He dug into his pocket and took. I dig into this. I will 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 dig into this. been digging in your past. Alright, you need to stop digging around, Wendy. Alright, you need to stop digging around, Wendy. I will dig into this high octane. I will dig into this. High octane. High octane. High octane fuel. High octane fuel. High octane gas. High octane gas. High octane performer. High octane gas. Fuel here. High octane fuel. High octane gas. High octane performer. Energy or very powerful. Energy. Full of energy or very powerful. A high octane. Octane. High octane. High octane fuel. Yes. Canister propane. 7 gallons of high octane. High octane gas. Kerosene. 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 Kerosene lamp. Kerosene. Kerosene lamp. Kerosene lamp. Kerosene lamp. Kerosene. Kerosene lamp. Temper with something. Temper with. Temper with. Temper with. Temper with. Touch work. Also, the work has been tempered with. Some had ups tempered with break. brakes of my car. I believe a member of our committee has tampered with one of our wrists. Manipulate. Frequently use manipulate. He uses her charm. Manipulate. Boy, you can manipulate somebody like this. Somebody like this. Manipulate. She uses her charm to manipulate people. As a politician, he knows how to manipulate public opinion. Boy, you can manipulate somebody like this. Manipulate. Boy, you can manipulate like this. Somebody like this. Force. Someone struck my credit card and forced my signature. Forced my signature. The criminal forced a passport and overseas. Getting good at forcing his mother's signature. Forgy. Someone stole my credit. Someone stole my credit card and forged my signature. The criminal forged the passport and fled overseas. Disbar, disbar, disbar. But tender, tender. Bars. His behind bars. His behind bars. Behind bars. He's in prison. He's in prison. This bar. They're gonna disbar me. Ready? They're gonna disbar me. They're gonna disbar me. Ready? They're gonna disbar me. Ready? Disbar, disbar, disbar. He's behind bar. He's behind bars. He's behind bars. It's behind bar. Bars. Bar exam. Bar exam. Exam. Bar exam. This bar. This bar. This bar. This bar. Bar exam. This bar. This bar. They're gonna disbar me. Ready? They're gonna disbar me. Ready? Disbar. Last week, 2 lawyers were disbarred on minor charges. I'm gonna tell bad and happy boss disbarred from the list committee. They are gonna disbar me. Ready? They are gonna disbar me. describe deformed in an extent. His hand is deformed in an extent. His hand deformed in an extent. Deform. The spoil the user and true shape of something. The disease had deformed his spine. Use of excessive force may deform the wire. This plastic deformed at temperature of over 90 degrees. You don't know how it feels to be a deformed monstrosity. His hand is deformed, is an accident. His hand is deformed in an accident. This plastic deformed at temperature of over 9 degrees. Use of excess force may deform the wire. The disease had deformed his spine. His hand. His hand is deformed in an accident. Concrete monstrosity. The building is nothing but a concrete monstrosity. monstrosity, monstrosity. 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 This building is monstrosity. 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 Casualty. 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 No casualty. No casualty. A personal thing that suffered as a result of something else happening. Our aim is to reduce road casualties. Small shop has been a casualty of the recent acceleration. Car was simpler casualty. I was simple casualty. Compromise. Never compromise. Never compromise. Let's be compromised. Compromise. To accept that you will reduce your demand or change your opinion in order to reach an agreement with someone. You want $400 and I say $300, so let's compromise at $350. So you want $400 and I say $300. So let's compromise on $350. Never compromise. Never compromise. Compromised to allow your principle to be weakened, or your standard or moral to be lowered. I refuse to compromise my principle. I refuse to compromise my principle. His political career ended when he compromised himself by accepting bribes. You've compromised everything. You've compromised everything. You compromised everything. My vision's been compromised. You compromised everything. You've compromised everything. Integrity. My vision. Integrity. 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 I have no integrity. Of course you do. Integrity. I have no integrity. Integrity. I have no integrity. Of course you do. I have no integrity. Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Integrity. The core of being honest, having strong moral principles, then you refuse to change the judge world. The judge was a man of high integrity. She is a man of integrity who has never abandoned her principle for money. Our is integrity. Our is integrity. Our is integrity. I have no integrity. 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 Our with integrity. I have no integrity. Integrity. I have no integrity. I have no integrity. This part. Rate. How do you rate him as a footballer? They rated him highly as a The university is highly rated for its research. The girls in our class have a risk that raise every boy's looks from cutest to ugliest. How will you rate us? How will you rate us? Take into account. Please take into account my job experiences. A good architect take into account the building's surrounding. There was only one small detail I didn't take into account. Take personality into account. They take personality into account. I will take into account his proposal, but I have to take into account his safety. Rank. A captain ranks above at the head of her career. At the head of her career, she ranks second in the world. The restaurant ranks among the finest in town. You guys, do you really care what a bunch of girls have to say about how you rank in looks? You rank second in the class. You rank second in the class. You rank second in the class. You rank first. You rank first. You rank first. Outthink, outshine, outthink, outdo, outplay, outwit, outperform. You outwork, outthink, outscam. We both knew that the way to win a war was to outthink the adversary. We can outthink them. Distract. You are distracting me from my work. Try not to distract the others to them. Try not to distract the others to them. It was another attempt to distract attention from the truth. Craig will be ready with a distraction device here. Soup. The eagle swooped down to snatch a young rabbit. A helicopter suddenly swooped down. Undercover police swooped in. 3 houses at 5 a.m. Kenny will swoop in from Delta and grab the pig. Dan will swoop in. Way to go. You did a nice piece of work. Way to go. Good job. Way to go, champ. Way to go, champ. Stop giggling. I can't help it. I can't help thinking about the past. I can't help drinking when I got dumped by her. He can't help how the looks. The rhetoric stood out where against the dark background. He always stood out in a crowd. Stood out because if you hang out with them, you won't stand out so much. I don't like to stand out. We won't stand out. Unanimous. After Rand's discussion, we reached an unanimous decision on the proposal. It was decided by a unanimous vote. The school should close, so it wasn't unanimous. Unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, it's unanimous. Unanimous decision. Flippon. Don't be flippant. This is serious. Don't be flippant. This is serious. I apologize if I appear flippant. I was not meaning to be. Kim gave a flippant answer to the question. It's just not something we do. Flippant. Have the floor. Silence, please. The Prime Minister has the floor. You will get the floor when he is finished. Rebecca, you have the floor. I have the floor. You have the floor. After much deliberation, she decided to accept their offer. After much deliberation, first prize was awarded to Derek Murray. She signed her name with great deliberation. If it pleases Sparkle, I suggest we continue deliberation on list 47D. After much deliberation, we have decided to grant you your request. He is by far the best football player in the league by far. Today will be by far the best day ever in my lifetime. He is by far the oldest. Amy is the smartest by far. He is by far the tallest man I know. Oh sure. You think I did it deliberately. But assure you, I did not. Assure you. Don't worry, your car will be ready tomorrow. The mechanic assured him. The car is perfectly safe. I can assure you. Let me assure you that no list is made hastily by this committee. It's best for everyone this way. I should show you. Glance, look, see, watch, glance. He glanced around the restaurant. The man glanced nervously at his watch. Could you glance over this letter and see if it's alright? Unable to even glance at my disfigured face, he hugged his pocket and took out a few coins. He had digging into her past. All right. You need to stop digging around, Wendy. I will dig into this. I will dig into this. High octane fuel gas. High octane propane. 7 gallons of high octane kerosene lamp. Tamper with something. I could see at once brakes with the brakes of my car. I believe a member of my committee has tempered with monobarrel with list temper with history. Manipulate. She uses her charm to manipulate people. As a politician, he knows how to manipulate public opinion. That's why we had to manipulate the votes. Forging a new list. You can manipulate somebody like this. Forging. Someone stole my credit card and forging my signature. The criminal forger passport and float overseas. He's getting good and forging his mother's signature. Last week, 2 lawyers were disbarred on minor charges. I'm gonna babe, and have your boss disbarred from the list committee. He is behind bar. By exam, they are gonna disbar me already. Deform. The disease had deformed his spine. Use of excessive force may deform the wire. These plastics deform at temperature of over 9 degrees. You don't know how it feels to be deformed. Monstrosity. The new office building is nothing but concrete monstrosity. Most of the older buildings have been torn down, replaced modern monstrosity. This building is a monstrosity. Our aim is to reduce road casualties. Small shops have been a casualty of recession. Kairos simple with casualty, no casualties. You want compromise. You want $400 and I say $300. So let's compromise at $350. Let's compromise on $350. Never compromise. I refuse to compromise my principle. His political career ended when he compromised himself by accepting bribes. You've compromised everything. My vision's been compromised. Integrate. The judge was a man of high integrity. She is a woman of integrity who has never abandoned her principle for money. Our risk integrity. I have no integrity. Of course you do.